Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the show. We've got a special show for you here today. It's a top 6 catch-up. We're looking at the top 6 race. We're a quarter of the way through the season. 10 games have been played, except Spurs, who are dead. They've played 11, and they're still not even that far ahead. I've got 2 special guests with me. You already know who they are. I'm going to introduce them quickly. They're both Arsenal fans. I'm obviously a United fan. To my left, making his 7th appearance on the channel, it's the Flying Turk. He's the second last guy to save Harry Kane's penalty. Someone saved it recently, innit?
Yeah.
Was that Dean Henderson, maybe?
Yeah,
Dean Henderson, right, taking over for Tunje.
Yeah, taking over.
To my left is Tunje, Arsenal season ticket holder. What are you saying, Tunje?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Just a quick shout out to all my cousins in Cyprus. They've been watching the show. They love your content.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Big up all the international fans, man. Big up.
You're going global.
Going global, man. Shout out to all the fans. Before I continue, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, all that nonsense. Shout out to all my international fans. Shout out to the guys on TikTok and Insta. To my right now, his brother's about to become a pro footballer. Soon to be playing international himself at under 16 level. Shout out to him. Mad centre mid, making his 9th appearance on the channel, almost one away from his special prize, just like Haroon got his earlier in the show. To my right, it's Dom Aldinho, it's Dr. Dom. What are you saying, Dom?
Safe, man. I'm looking forward to the convo.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the chat.
Glad to have you on here. I'm guessing these guys are gassed. Obviously, they want to chat bare crud about Arsenal. Also, quick shout out to the guy on the right. It's Vivo's finest, YouTube's rival. Shout out Dre. Dre, good to have you here, yeah? Behind the scenes today, you know how he likes to keep it. Shout out Dre. All right, as you might have seen already, we did a Premier League predictions video on the 10th of August. Go back and watch that if you haven't seen it already. We did our group collated Premier League table, and we had a few interesting choices there. I'm just going to remind you as a crowd, our top 6, our joint top 6 at the time was Man City first. All right, I'll start with 6th place because you lot took the piss on that one. I don't know if you remember. These lot all put together. We had Man United 6th. We had Arsenal 5th, interestingly. We had Chelsea 4th. We had Spurs 3rd. We had Liverpool 2nd. And we had City to win the league. Obviously, things haven't really turned out that way so far, quarter way into the season. Individually, Tunje actually had United 6th. Tunje had Chelsea 5th. Spurs 4th. Arsenal 3rd. City 2nd. And you had Liverpool 1st. Dom had United 6th. You lot took the piss with that one. Chelsea 5th as well, just like Tunje. Spurs 3rd. Spurs 4th. Arsenal 3rd. Liverpool 2nd. And City 1st. All identical except the last 2. I had Arsenal 6th. Chelsea 5th. Spurs 4th. United 3rd. Liverpool 2nd. City 1st. So that was our predictions back in August. That was before some of the signings had been completed, before the start of the season. Now, look, we're a quarter of the way in. Let's talk about the team that are doing the worst out of our usual top 6 that are branded together. Liverpool, who are 7th position in the league right now. They're currently 11 points off the top of the table, Arsenal. What do you think about Liverpool this season so far, boys? I'll take it to anyone. Well, what's going wrong with Liverpool?
One word.
Because you had them first, you had them second, I had them second.
Yeah.
One word?
One word, Mane.
You think?
Simple.
That's
Mane,
simple?
yeah.
Simple.
100%.
All right, I want to throw something in there because I was thinking about it before you guys came, yeah? I don't know when Milner signed from Man City to Liverpool.
Yeah, I remember actually.
But if Milner was finishing off from Man City and they had to sell him, or I think he might have even been a free, bro. I think he went to Liverpool on a free. If he was finished like 5-6 years ago, whatever it's been back then, how do Liverpool expect to come close to even challenging to a title with a 36, 37-year-old James Milner? And he starts. I understand on the bench. Like he's actually a good player. I'm not taking a piss out of Milner.
I know.
He's actually a good player.
I think he's had to start because of injuries. I think that's been their problem as well.
You know, in the City game, he started ahead of Trent at right back. Trent was
coming back from injury, so he probably wasn't fully fit. But Liverpool have had injuries across the board. They've had injuries at centre back. They haven't had a settled centre back pairing apart from the last couple of games
for a few seasons.
Van Dijk and Gomez. now at the moment. Yeah, they've had.
Is that Klopp's system?
I don't know. I don't know if it's intensity or that it's just bad luck. I don't know.
It's a bit of both, but their squad is still quite thin when you think about it. When you compare it to City.
City have more financial muscle. Yeah. They've got better depth. No matter how you look at it. I mean, Liverpool don't have that.
Right, considering this was apparently one of the best Premier League teams ever, going for a quadruple last year, the drop-off is mad, and they've only lost, what, Mane? No? They had the injuries last season as well, the season before.
We say only Mane, but...
no, Mane is unbelievable player. I think he's a wicked player.
Yeah. What he's doing, what he used to do, like, he does a lot of the what we like to say donkey work.
The grind.
It's basically why you guys bought Casemiro, but this guy was doing it pressing
from the top.
Front.
Yeah.
So it allowed everybody else to move up. It was a different. He's just a different type of player.
It's like Rashford for United. He doesn't score a lot for you guys, but he does the donkey work quite a lot up top.
He
does work hard.
He does work hard.
I don't know about that, Tunji.
He does work hard, whether we like him or not.
I don't know about that, because obviously I watch him every game. I'm not so sure about that, innit? Look, beginning of the City season, they won a Community Shield, remember? They beat City 3-1.
Yeah, Nunes
against Haaland. Nunes, Haaland. And Haaland missed some easy chance at the bar or something from like 2 yards out.
Yeah.
And look at what's happened now. They won a Community Shield. First game, immediately they drew against Fulham.
Yeah.
And that's when everyone started thinking, wait, Liverpool without Mane, like, are they going to be able to do it? Then the Crystal Palace game, Nunes got sent off. Had little couple mind games with Anderson, fell for it. Welcome to the Premier League.
That was actually so
missed the next 3 games. They then lost to United, which I was very surprised about. I thought we was going to lose. I thought he was going to lose. I thought he was going to lose. They then drew against Bournemouth. Sorry, they beat Bournemouth 9-0. And then suddenly everyone thought they were back. And Salah didn't even score that game. Also, what's going on with Salah this season?
I think because of
Trent to put the balls over the top.
I think so,
Yeah.
To Salah.
He's not playing well because Salah's kind of basic. He's like route one.
Yeah.
He needs the ball over the top to run into. So if Trent's playing bad, maybe Salah play bad.
I've also heard from Liverpool fans from other podcasts that apparently Klopp's actually got a different kind of formation now that Mane's gone, and the wingers are more out wide, whereas Salah used to be more bit. He's obviously out wide, but he's more.
I think that's just to help Nunes and Firmino to score more goals.
And Firmino's banging
Firmino's
goals.
Done well. That's the positive with Liverpool. Firmino's playing well. He's actually doing bits.
So maybe like the change of formation,
more space.
I don't know, maybe to mix it up because they're becoming predictable.
Yeah, true, yeah.
You know, when you're playing a certain way for a number of years, you just have to change it up.
This is Klopp's 7th season now, so
exactly.
People maybe slowly starting to find them out, innit? Which has taken a long time, to be fair. But one positive for Liverpool is Firmino's bagging, which I thought is finished, to be honest. I thought his career at Liverpool was potentially over.
No. Because of what he does on and off the ball, and the fact that whenever Klopp talks about him, it's like, you should
rate him highly,
training, you should see this, you should see that.
Yeah.
Still walks into the Brazil team, so he must be doing something,
True.
But yeah, I kind of agreed with you. I thought they could go without him, but maybe he's like the Benzema when Ronaldo got there,
Yeah. They also drew 0-0 against Everton, and usually that's like their whipping boys, basically. They got smashed by Napoli 4-1 away.
Napoli are doing bits, though.
Napoli are doing bits, to be fair, They drew 3-3 to Brighton at Anfield. Shout out Trossard for scoring a hat-trick. Was he the first player to score a hat-trick at Anfield? I think in 30 years.
Since Arshavin scoring 4.
And was that Carling Cup though?
No, that was
the Premier League.
The
4-4
game.
Yeah, mad. So yeah, shout out Trossard. Brighton doing bits,
Yeah.
Quick.
Shout out Gross as well.
Shout out Gross as well. Yeah. All right, quick question. Side note: Brighton for the top 6? Any chance?
No.
Where are they right now?
Not with Potter gone.
Where are they right now? The 8th.
I think top half is fine for them. Like
a very good performance to get top half for them, innit?
Yeah.
They're only 1 point behind Liverpool right now,
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know.
They're 5 points behind the top 4.
They got a new manager. It just depends how he does.
Roberto De Zerbi.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard of him before,
I don't know. No.
What, bruv, man came out of nowhere, bro. Roberto De Zerbi. Like some fake Di Matteo. Like, he come out of nowhere, bro. I genuinely never heard of him.
He made a name for himself in Sassuolo, I believe.
Oh, is it?
In Serie A. I've never watched. I don't watch Serie A.
I watch Serie A. Sassuolo. I always play dead football. So whenever I watch.
Raspadori and that.
What was the guy that said that?
He watched Serie A.
I do watch Serie A. I watch Serie A hard, bro. I watch Serie A
I
hard.
watch Serie A
More than the Prem.
I do. I actually do.
That's a madness.
It's true.
It's already been clipped up.
It's
That
already
one.
been clipped. Put that one in the archive.
It came out of nowhere as well.
Bro, it was bare random. That was bare random. I'm not gonna lie. It was funny though. It was actually funny.
I prefer it because it's a bit slower. Innit?
Who's your team in Serie A?
Well, back in the day, it used to be Juve. I'm not gonna lie, but that was like Del Piero them times, innit? But now I just watch it for fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I think Napoli will fall off.
Who's first? Napoli.
Yeah.
Joe, I like Napoli,
They've
man.
been banging it, but I feel like they're gonna get tired. Their legs are gonna get tired towards the last half.
Serie A gassed up Lukaku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made him look lethal, innit? Everything's a bit slower. Like I quite
No, you know what also made him look lethal? You know that first game he came back, he played Arsenal, do you remember?
Yeah.
And he batted up Pablo Mari, innit? He looked mad that game, innit?
No.
From then I was like, bro, this is a new Lukaku, you know?
Yeah.
But then after that he flopped.
Yeah.
Now like he's out in Italy. I don't even think he's bagging out there anymore. That's mad. But we'll take it to the last game we saw, Liverpool v Man City, and they were unbelievable.
Yeah, Liverpool were very good against Man City. And Man City played well too. Like they didn't play bad.
And I was cussing Milner, and he started that game.
Yeah.
They always give you a 6.57.
100%, yeah.
So
Look, I like him as a player. I just think if he's starting in your team at this time, you're not in contention for any trophies, surely.
I can see him nicking the Carabao, man.
Yeah, just a cheeky cup.
Yeah.
Cheeky FA Cup. Carabao. Yeah, why not?
Possibly, man. Possibly. I don't know, man. They
But
look
now,
shaky.
If
but
everything melts.
Also, Van Dijk's been heavily out of form, bar the Liverpool game.
yeah, I
Bar
think
the City game.
yeah. So he's been alright, but now Liverpool have picked up a few injuries again, like Jota, who played very well
he's
against
out.
City.
Diaz
Now he's
as
out.
well.
Diaz is out.
Yeah.
So
by the end of all right, the World Cup's in 3 weeks, so I think they're going away. I was gonna say by January, do you think they're gonna be in top 4? But maybe, probably not in it, based on the World Cup. Probably not. We'll judge maybe when we get to like halfway through the season to see where they're gonna end up. All right, now we're gonna take on to the fifth highest team out of the regular top 6. Yeah. Currently, Manchester United, my team, we are 5th position in the league as well.
not far from my prediction, 6th.
Yeah, well, a bit harsh in my opinion, but yeah. All right, we're 8 points off the top, Arsenal. We're only 4 points off City, who are 2nd. What do you guys think about United? Because obviously I have my thoughts. The crowd knows my thoughts. They've seen my reactions.
Look, United are a work in progress. That's just how it is. That's just the reality for them now.
Yeah.
For the next 2, possibly 3 seasons, because your squad just needs a rebuild before you can compete for the title. You're basically Arsenal a couple of years back, and
I would agree with that.
you just need to be patient. You got the right manager in. He's shown a bit of balls. He's been decisive.
Yeah.
He's been pragmatic as well. You know, you've beaten Arsenal playing a certain way. You beat Liverpool playing a certain way.
Beat Spurs as well.
And Spurs, yeah.
Playing a different way.
Playing a different way, playing on the counter rather than...
But
against
Spurs was actually
you dominated the game, so that's a bit different. But
and I was going to say to you, sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right.
The pragmatic style you're talking about worked against Liverpool, worked against Arsenal. Since then, he's actually kind of flipped it, and we've been more in control of possession.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
But we took our chances, and
that's it.
you say you batted us. In terms of defensively, you were poor in my opinion. Like your midfield and defense just completely opened up, like the Red Sea or whatever it is. Like whatever that phrase is, I don't even know. But he completely opened up, and it was easy for us.
To be fair, in that game, we just went all out attack. Like we started like midway through the second half, just putting in attacking.
And also,
players
Arteta's subs were strange in that second half, man.
He just wanted to win, and
win.
you can't blame him for that because we've been winning every game.
True. Yeah.
So
True.
And look, first half we scored a legitimate goal as well.
Which one?
When Eriksen softly fell to the floor. Like,
Bro, it's a foul, man.
it wasn't a foul.
Of course it's a foul.
And Martinelli went on to score, man.
On Odegaard.
Yeah, the Odegaard.
Of course it's a foul.
It's not a foul, man.
He's come from behind.
If
He's
that
come from
no,
behind.
no.
He's put his arms on his back.
Look. If we pushed Eriksen to the floor, we'd be screaming and shouting at the ref, like saying it's not a foul.
What? So you want him to not? You want him to dive just because he's felt
I don't want
contact,
him to dive.
just to get the free kick?
Not every.
Look, I don't mind him diving.
Not. I agree. Exactly. In slow. It looks worse.
Slow it down.
No.
Yeah, it looks worse. They have to slow it down so much to see the little brush that.
So my point is, in real life, in real speed, it will actually be a heavier touch than you think in slow motion.
No, man.
And also, he kicked his foot as well from behind.
Nah,
But anyway, you
very
lost that
soft.
game, yeah. You
Very
lost that
soft.
game. Back to United, yeah. So we started off a bit pragmatic against big teams. Obviously, we had the very poor start at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Lost 2-1 to Brighton. Lost 4-0 to Brentford, which I can't even really complain about, you know, because
Nah,
Brentford
they
looks
were on
sick.
it. They were on it.
Bro, they look
were on
sick.
it. That game.
They actually look unreal. Where are Brentford in the league?
I think they're like 10th.
Because you know, I had them down to get relegated
Is it?
before the season
I
I
started.
think I did as well, too.
I had them 19th, you know.
Yeah.
I was going to say, after the pragmatic start, you said, we have then tried to convert that
Yeah.
into possession football.
Yes.
Just like Arteta has done now.
Yeah.
Or if anything, obviously you're a lot more ahead, you know, in terms
Yeah.
of progress. You're like dominating games. And we haven't really got to that level
Yeah.
yet.
So when Arteta started for Arsenal, we were pragmatic as well. We played 5 at the back. We were heavily reliant on wing backs. So we ended up winning the FA Cup playing that style. And then we started to then explore being more attacking, playing with more intensity. And then now it's reaping the awards because we've been patient. We've got the right players in. But in United's case, they're at the start of that journey.
A quick question for you. What do you think about like the blip that we had in terms of losing to City 6-3? Is that a major blip? Is that something to worry about?
Not really, because City are just battering every team.
Yeah.
They could battle Arsenal. You never know.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, they just got that.
Haaland
Firepower.
was on fire.
He's on
that
crud.
game.
Yeah.
Haaland hat-trick and
was
Foden
on-
hat-trick.
Foden was on fire that game. De Bruyne was doing nuts, pulling
yeah.
strings. Like,
I
what
think
do-
City
what do
just
you
were
want?
just unreal. Like you just got.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
They
see.
were
I mean, you
unreal
scored
that
3 goals. That's actually pretty good. I
We
think,
won the
against
second
City.
half. We won the second half 3-2. Just putting it out there. Win against Chelsea and it shows further signs of progress. My only worry with United is right now we seem to be playing our best football against the big teams only, and I'm concerned that are we only turning up in the big occasions?
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. Obviously, I drove 8 hours that day to see Newcastle.
So your style of play,
Yeah.
or United style of play, because it's more focused on playing on counter against the smaller teams or lesser teams.
Who
You
are
have to
sitting
have
back
more
more.
team on the ball.
Yeah.
They'll sit back. They'll be defensive. You ain't got many creative players apart from Eriksen, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more difficult. But I'd say United's the positives. I'd say Anthony is settled in very quickly, very well.
Quick,
100%.
He's very good, by the way. I
He
rate him a
looks
lot.
unreal, bro.
He's unreal, man.
Looks
I think
unreal.
he's unreal. Rashford's coming back
Slowly.
onto his-
Compared to last
slowly.
season, a lot better,
Yeah. I think your midfield's more settled now, especially now Casemiro's starting to play a bit more.
Yeah.
Your 2 centre backs, Martinez and Varane, complement each other very well. I think.
Martinez good.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
bro.
Martinez has been good. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Especially with Varane. I think once Varane's in that team, everyone else just seems to relax a bit more. And like last season, I was questioning, you probably remember, I was questioning Varane a lot.
Yeah,
Genuinely, I'm starting to think, anytime Maguire is in that team, everyone around him starts playing
They
bad.
panic, bro.
Like I've said it in a group now,
They
yeah.
panic, though.
They panic a lot, bro. As soon as Maguire's in that team,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely giving every single man that played with Maguire last season a clean slate. AWB, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, you're all starting fresh in my mind. Even AWB, bro. I'm giving AWB a clean slate.
What's he saying?
Exiled. Ten Hag does not.
Ten
Ten Hag does not rate him at all, bro.
He's training with the under 18s.
Bro, man's heard that he's been injured for like 2 months. He ain't even played a game for us.
He's not injured, bro. He's just 10
That's
hours.
what
Just
I'm
like
thinking. Like,
throws him off.
even pre-season, he didn't play.
They don't rate.
Dalot's played every single game.
Yeah, but
It's
Dalot's
mad.
been sick though.
He's
man.
been unbelievable. He's
good
been
as well.
wicked. He's been very solid. Like Dalot's turned up. I'm surprised.
The only negatives I'd say is Sancho.
Definitely.
I don't know. He's not really turning up. I think
Not at all.
Martial.
Still,
Though
question
when he
marks,
plays,
yes.
he's a big. You know, you'll do good for United.
His
but
goal
he's just-
contributions to 90 minutes is actually better than Haaland's right now.
No,
But he's just injured,
He's
isn't
played
he?
78 minutes
Yeah.
in a whole Premier League season so far.
Yeah.
Let's move it away from United. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. You man know I'm biased. We'll take it on to the 4th top 6 team, or where they are in the league right now, and it's Chelsea. And I think they're a very interesting team to talk about right now because one, Tuchel got sacked from the beginning of the season. And what did he get sacked after? I think they lost in the Champions League to
Yeah, they lost to Zagreb, didn't they?
Zagreb, yeah, which was strange. And before the big season started, because Tuchel was there, I don't know what it is. I think Tuchel's a good manager, but just something told me. I think mainly that their squad and like the mentality.
Yeah, we all thought. Yeah, I
They weren't
remember,
gonna be top
yeah,
4,
Yeah,
innit?
and we
Yeah.
thought that Tuchel would be sacked.
Yeah, we all
we
said that.
all said
Yeah,
that,
We all said that he was sacked because he didn't end well for him last season. Towards the end of the season, but and he didn't start well for him.
Based on our group table, we actually all had them fourth on our group table. But
I think that'll be fair.
you, and Tunje, we actually all had them fifth.
Yeah.
So I think that sounds about right
Yeah,
now.
fourth,
innit?
fifth.
Yeah, and I think they'll be thereabouts.
Yeah. But Graham Potter's come in,
Yeah, he's doing all right as well.
and personally, I think he's a sick manager.
yeah.
And
I agree.
so when Potter came in for his first game, they drew in the Champions League against Salzburg 1-1. So everyone was probably still thinking, has he got it in him? Since then, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've won 5 out of 6 games. They've only drawn to Brentford in that period and at Brentford's stadium. And Brentford are obviously a very good team, especially at home. Potter's turning up. He's beat Milan 3-0 at home. He's beat Milan 2-0 away. He's beat Palace. He's beat Wolves. He's beat Villa. What do you think about Potter being in there? You more positive or more optimistic that they'll finish fourth or within the top 4 race now?
I think they'll be
You
in
had them
that
fifth
race.
before,
Yeah, so they'll be competing. They'll be there or thereabouts.
You're more confident of them finishing top 4 now than before, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Same.
I think when there's a new
Same.
manager, and especially Potter being a good manager, it's a new fresh start in it. So
I respect the fact he brings through the youth like Lampard did, but it looks like he
started Broha first start the other day.
Yeah, like he's
It was
bringing
good.
them through.
Brought on Chukwuemeka as well.
He's bringing them through. Let's see what
he's been rotating his squad,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they've still been playing well.
Yeah.
Aubameyang's
Aubameyang's getting a few goals as well.
Yeah,
Interesting
well.
enough
No,
for you, man.
I always knew he was gonna bang there.
All right, I've got a separate question for you, man. Yeah, this is actually something I've been thinking about. You put Ronaldo in Chelsea's team, does he bag?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Yeah.
If Aubameyang can, why can't Ronaldo?
so Aubameyang
Aubameyang's
is
still
more
got
mobile than
pace.
Ronaldo. Yeah,
He's got pace.
Aubameyang's got pace.
Does
He's
he?
got pace, but I'll tell you,
Anymore, does he?
Ronaldo would still bag in that team if you ask me.
In my opinion, he would, and that's why I'm thinking. Surely, if Chelsea could make it work with Aubameyang, why can't United make it work with Ronaldo? I say drop Sancho, stick Rashford on the left. You know, every Rashford goal he scored this season has come from the left when he started on the left. He scored no goals as a striker.
Yeah, but
I don't
does
think-
Stick Rashford on the left, put Ronaldo up front.
yeah, but do Chelsea want to compete for fourth? They want to win the title, so why would they want Ronaldo or Aubameyang?
Ronaldo
But they've got Aubameyang though.
Sancho
Yeah, no, they've got Aubameyang, but why would they rely on him?
much every game, man.
Why would they rely on him?
Yeah, why would they rely on him if they want to win the league? If they want to be the top
Ronaldo should
again?
have gone City like he wanted to, but Fergie,
Yeah, he should've went
Fergie
City,
was in
yeah.
his ear and he was like, okay, out of respect. And now he's looking back at it like, shit, I should have gone.
Yeah, he shouldn't have come in the first place.
He really shouldn't have gone back to it. But City wanted him,
Yeah.
and
He chose us.
He chose you guys
Out of love, really.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, it's just Fergie, man.
Fergie, man.
It was literally
Do you know what?
just Fergie,
United need to get Fergie away, man. They need to get him distant, bro.
Hey,
His
Listen,
influence
I'm
is
not
harming
having no
you.
Fergie slander on this channel, bro.
No, man. His
Retirement,
influence is
innit?
harming United, man. I'm telling you.
Honestly,
Even his
I don't think
presence-
he's that involved.
When
man.
God
He
don't
is
do them
involved,
things,
man.
Because it's Todd Bowley's first football experiment, we also don't know what he's going to be like in terms of, let's say Graham Potter inevitably will go through a bad run, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a good manager regardless, but there will be a time where he goes through a bad run. It's not always going to be this 5 wins out of 6. How long does Graham Potter last in this new Todd Bowley era? And based on, since Abramovich has come in, I saw a stat, Chelsea managers' longest or average Chelsea manager's reign is 18 months. The Premier League average is 3 years, and the longest reign since Abramovich came in for a Chelsea manager was Mourinho on his second stint, where he had like 140 games. Other than that, it's Carlo Ancelotti with 105 games. 100 games is not a lot, bro. That's like what,
You
2
know-
seasons?
Yeah. You know what I think? Also think that Graham Potter went in, looked at the contract, looked at what he's gonna get if he does get sacked, and was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely signing that. I'm definitely signing that.
Opportunity you can't turn down,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't turn that down.
Is he guaranteed a job after this?
Yeah,
100%,
yeah.
100%.
that Mourinho's earned like 97 mil.
From
Just from
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah,
that's
madness.
mad.
It's mad. It's like Liz Truss getting 150 bags a year now, isn't it? Yeah. All right, listen, who's going to last longer, Graham Potter or Liz Truss? We don't know. We don't know. Or the lettuce. She's gone, yeah. How long do you reckon Potter lasts in this job? Just speculating. 18 months?
Yeah, there or there.
Unless he does well, as well as he is.
Even if he does well.
Who knows?
Actually, we don't know, innit? Because
think-
Ted Bowley, we don't know.
I think he'll do well, and if he does well, I'd say 3 years at least.
Hmm.
And
No
then-
Chelsea manager's done that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this owner's a bit more patient.
Yeah.
Is he? He just gave he gave Tuchel 250 million and sacked him in 6 days after the transfer window closed.
I don't know, but I don't know if it's. But I think it's because Tuchel just didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
I think their visions weren't aligned.
Yeah.
But I think with Potter, their visions are more aligned. So because their visions are more aligned, I'd expect, and he's going to spend even more money anyway in the next couple transfer windows. So I think Potter will.
He's contractually obliged, right? Bowley, when he signed the club, when he bought the club, Abramovich put in a contract that he had to spend more than or the same amount as Abramovich did when he came in, or something like that. Yeah. So what time will tell?
I wouldn't mess around with Russians anyway, man. Even if it wasn't in the contract, I'm like, all right, I made a promise.
Saying that, you got to agree with that. We don't want World War III. All right, that's Chelsea done. We're now going to take it to the third team in our top 6 run through. It's Tottenham, who are third in the league with a game played ahead of everyone else. They've got 11 games played. They're joint with Man City now, who have obviously played one less. Spurs, what are you thinking? You know what? It's weird that they're even third, don't you think? Because they haven't played that great.
No, it's Conte ball, isn't it?
They're just grafting results.
Grafting results,
like 1-0, 2-1, 2-0.
Conte is a budget Mourinho.
Yeah, it's boring, man. They're boring to watch. They're just like. I don't know.
The less said, the better, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Spurs, I was
Spurs are third. They're not as good as they used to be. They're going to be even more worse. So I'm looking forward to that.
But you know what's interesting though, yeah?
That's it.
They've only lost 2 Premier League games out of the last 16 Premier League games under Conte, and both of those were to Arsenal and Man United.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane record, don't you think? Either way, regardless of the football he's playing.
Yeah.
But obviously it's not sustainable to keep playing this defensive football and to try and churn out results.
It's not, man.
Like football's proven now, especially like the Guardiola, Klopp era. Even Arteta's proven it now. The team that's dominating on the ball is more likely to be ahead or win games. More likely than the team that's defensive.
And I think it will get worse for them in the next couple of games because Richarlison's injured now.
Kulusevski's still out,
injured as well.
Yeah, Son's not even on form.
Son's not on form, so it's just Harry Kane to be fair to
pretty
him.
Much, yeah.
Kane's a playmaker and a finisher.
He's trying to do everything. They're just over reliant. When he's injured, that's it. Spurs are just done.
Yeah. In their next 5 games, this is including after the World Cup, 3 of those teams are Newcastle, Liverpool, and Arsenal.
Yep.
So it's looking more tough for them.
It's looking tougher.
Looking like they're going to drop more points. All right, let's keep it on Spurs for a sec, yeah? I'm going to ask Tunde. Me and Tunde, if you don't know already, we went to school with Harry Kane, yeah? I've got the pictures to prove it. I've got the autograph to prove it as well. Tunde saved Harry Kane's penalty in year 11. Let me take to Tunde quickly first. What do you see for Kane now? Should he leave or is it too late now? What do you think? As a fan of Kane, obviously I don't know, because you're an Arsenal fan, I don't know how much of a fan you are of Kane, but from the outside point of view, I'm a big fan of Kane.
Yeah, I'm a big fan as well.
He's obviously one of the best strikers in the world. One of Premier League's probably best ever strikers.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, numbers speak for itself. And he's playing in a pretty defensive Spurs team, pretty poor Spurs team over his whole career. Yeah. Do you think it's time to leave, or is it too late now? Or what?
Look. Because of Harry Kane, I've always had a little soft spot for Spurs. I'll be real.
Which is a madness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think he needs to leave.
Even is it too late?
It's not too late. They say Bayern Munich, but I don't want him to go Bayern Munich. I want him to go Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Nah, man. Let him go Bayern. Let him touch a cup.
Even to
guaranteed.
It's peak for him, man.
Nah, man.
I actually just want him to touch a cup. But I hear you. But I don't know if Real Madrid come in for him anymore.
I think they will. I think they could. I think they could. No.
Because Benzema's improving.
Yeah.
So just one Ballon d'Or is all Benzema. So is Harry Kane even in their thoughts?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like it just depends, isn't it? Like I don't know.
Mbappe and Haaland first before they look
He's missed that boat, innit?
He missed it.
Yeah. I mean, he should have left.
It's proper. He should have left. Yeah.
PSG's not a bad shout.
You think?
But that's
Kane
just like.
Kane ain't
I
going
don't want him to go PSG.
Also, another thing.
That's the problem.
Also, another thing. You're saying Bayern or Madrid or Barca. He's also so close to the Premier League goal scoring record. Not so close, but he's close to breaking Shearer's Premier League goal scoring record. If he stays at Tottenham, he'll probably break that.
Yeah,
and that's like the only thing he has to cling on right now. Or I've got another spanner in the works for you, man. Move to Chelsea or United.
I don't. Look, you could move to United. I don't see why he wouldn't.
United would be
but I don't know.
You know why he wouldn't? You know why he wouldn't? Because we're not guaranteed to win anything.
Yeah, that's true. So
Chelsea could.
Yeah.
Are Chelsea guaranteed to win anything?
Bro, Chelsea will fluke a Champions League game, bro. You know how they fluke them things? I don't know how. They don't play.
Chelsea, you're going to be in the market for a striker because
Aubameyang as well.
Yeah. As they do.
Yeah, well, that's controversial. That's Spurs
And also,
to
Spurs don't sell to Chelsea. Levy doesn't sell to Chelsea.
Yeah, he don't really like Chelsea.
He's never sold to Chelsea. Yeah.
once.
When is his contract right now?
They came
next
for
season. Season after.
I think it's in 2 seasons. So I don't even know if Chelsea's an option, but United, as much as I would like it to happen.
Look, I'd want him to stay in the Premier League. For selfish reasons, I don't want him to play for Spurs, and I do want him to win trophies and have things to look back on.
100%.
I want him to win the World Cup. I hope he does.
100%.
But
I
yeah,
wasn't even thinking about that actually.
Yeah, it's just like.
So if he wins the World Cup, do you
got to
think career's successful?
Oh yeah, definitely.
If he wins the World Cup, you can piss off from
no
Spurs.
club career.
Yeah, that's
he
it.
Can piss off from
Even
Spurs
if he won the Euro,
tomorrow.
even if he won the Euros,
he could have left Spurs.
Oh no. Let's say he stays at Spurs for the rest of his career, but he wins the World Cup.
Yeah, that's
successful
fine, man.
career.
Yeah, that's successful. That's done.
It's very
England's first World Cup in 60 years must be enough. Must be
100%.
enough. Must be enough.
He'll
probably win a Golden Boot as well in that World Cup.
For him to lift it up as well. Like he's the captain. He's lifting it up
captain as well, bro.
That's a big deal. Like
that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Interesting. All right. So if he doesn't win World Cup though, and he stays at Spurs, I guess I don't know about you, but me and you disappointed. Even if he breaks Premier League record, still disappointed.
Yeah, disappointed. Yeah,
not the heights he should have. Yeah.
It's not. He's reached his potential and his ability. Don't get me wrong, but
surpassed it really.
Yeah, surpassed it. But it's just sad that he should have won
win
trophies.
Yeah. Should have left earlier.
Didn't even compete for anything.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Champions League final.
Champions League final.
They were never.
But he just come back from injury.
They were never going to win.
He played shit. Oh, there's another big question mark around Kane actually, and I hear this from Spurs fans a lot. It's they say that in big games he never turns up.
He does turn up. He does turn up.
In finals and big games. Apparently he doesn't.
He turns up.
Yeah, he scored the most
goals. He turns up against you lot.
He
most North London derby goals. Yeah.
He scores against
but
Chelsea.
in your worst period in the Premier League, he's turned up.
Yeah. I mean, he scored last game from a penalty, but he still scores.
Penalty is a bit iffy though. Obviously, you still have to score it. Obviously, you know about saving it.
Do you know what? When Harry Kane scored that penalty, I was like, this guy's going down the middle. He went down the middle. I was like,
bro, this guy reads Kane like the back of his hand, bro.
I was like, I know where he's going. He's going to go down the middle. Ramsdale fucking doesn't save it.
Should have sent him a little tweet, bro. All right, let's get away from Spurs. He's not playing dead. All right, I got another quick question on Conte. Sorry. Go on. How long does Conte last in the Spurs job?
I think Conte will want to cut ties before Spurs.
100%.
I think.
Dying, he's dying.
I predict during the World Cup he leaves.
You think?
During the World Cup. Wow. That's so
during the World Cup he leaves.
That's
a bold shout, you know.
Wow.
And it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me ever. But just hearing him say it made me laugh. Like, whoa.
Nah, do you know why? They'll come to what's our transfer strategy in January? Are we going to be able to spend? Spurs are going to be like, nah, we ain't got money to spend, and then Conte's off.
Yeah. I hear that. You know. I hear that.
That's what's
but
going to happen.
the only thing saving them, I think, is because they're still up there. So he might think, you know what, I can still potentially do something with this team.
But does he want to compete for top 4? He's not that manager. He wants to win. He's not going to win with Spurs. That's the reality.
True.
So I think he'll leave.
When he turned up, they weren't going to win anything.
I don't know, man. I think he backs himself.
Yeah, he probably does.
Son, they kept Kane as well. They probably
thought, I could build something.
Signed quite a few players as well.
Yeah, like if I'm the manager and I got Kane and Son in my team, I'd fancy
my chances.
And also, they weren't really likely to get top 4, and then he came in and he got them top 4. So he probably thought there's chance of progression there, and he probably backs himself enough. And Kane and Son were there, and they signed quite a few players. And also, I want to say one thing on camera as well. Yeah, Spurs transfer window was so overrated. I heard so many Spurs fans saying they had the best transfer window. Where are all these signings at? Perisic got ripped apart against Arsenal and United. I still like Perisic, by the way. I think he's a good player. He's a good player. I think he's a good player. I'm just not sure in the big games is he going to be able to handle it. He's been forced into the Spurs team at wing back in the Premier League at age 34. It's a risk. No matter how good of a player he is. Other than that, Spence can't get a game, wasn't probably a Conte signing. Basuma has barely played. Why? I think Conte he's stubborn, didn't want to change his formation, wanting to play the 2 in the middle and it's the 3 on the wing, 3 up front. Now he's changed it to 3 in the middle and Son and Kane up front. Just trying to shoehorn Basuma in there with Bentancur and Højbjerg. And against United, he was pretty poor in my opinion, but he's still not up to speed, I think. Basuma is obviously a good player, undeniably. But I think it's got to be either Basuma or Bentancur or Højbjerg, innit? It can't be all three, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe in the lesser against the lesser
Lesser
teams,
teams,
possibly.
yeah.
Yeah, but the positive again, Richarlison has been a good signing. He's actually done all right.
No goals in 10 Premier League appearances. A lot of them sub appearances though, but no
Yeah.
goals in 10 Premier League appearances.
I mean-
Only scored in Champions League against Sporting.
But he's been all right. Like,
He's all right. He's a good player.
been
He's a
all
good
right,
player.
yeah.
He's a good player.
He's been playing.
Who else
well.
they signed?
He's been playing well.
It's on Longley. Hasn't done all
I
that.
haven't seen him. I haven't seen much of him.
Emerson, my guy, innit?
No, they signed him
Keep
2 years
playing.
ago, Emerson.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Conte's been.
Let's move it on from Spurs. Dead team. Manager's probably going to go by the World Cup. See you later, Conte. After that,
He's
Spurs.
getting a new toupee.
Or if Conte leaves, Harry Kane must have to leave, surely. Son's 30, just signed a new contract. I don't know why. If Conte leaves, surely Spurs out of top 4 race.
Yeah.
If he leaves, obviously. With him in there, they've got a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the team who are second in the league right now. Very surprisingly, to be fair. I don't think any of us expected this at this point in time. Quarter way of the season. Manchester City, second in the league. What are we saying about City? Impressed?
Very impressed. Yeah, they're a very good side.
Can I say one thing? I think there's a big narrative going around that City have been impressive, yeah? But how impressive have they really been? Drew against Newcastle, 3-3, who are a good team. Drew against Steven Gerrard, Aston Villa, who's now been sacked. Lost the second half to us, 3-2. If that lost to Liverpool, who are off form. How good are they really doing? They've lost 3 games. You've only lost 1.
Yeah, but we've had better fixtures than them.
Sorry, they've only lost 2 games.
So I don't know. I think we've had better fixtures than them. So that's giving us
Easier fixtures.
the
yeah.
upper
Maybe. True.
edge, possibly. No, but they've been good, man. They just, we're going to lose as well. Like, it's not like we're going to go. It's not going to go clear.
When they go on that inevitable 7-game run.
True.
Yeah,
Maybe even
gonna,
like 15.
Yeah, we're gonna just be like, please lose, please draw.
There's gonna be a 15-game winning streak.
Yeah, something nuts like that. You know, when you start clicking and it's just fucked.
And the
they start
difference,
rotating.
and the difference between City and Arsenal, come to later, is they've had to play their strongest team in Champions League, where Arsenal in Europa League have been able to rotate. So
you've played pretty strong sides, though, no? A majority.
We've rested,
but you
like
have
a few.
rested.
Yeah, we have rested a few.
Yeah, true.
Only in the PSV game we played our strongest team. To be fair,
Okay.
But generally, City have had to play like their strongest team every game, pretty much. But look, that will change. I'm sure when City hit their stride, then they'll be unstoppable.
Let's talk about the main man, Erling Haaland.
Ollie's guy.
How scared are we of this guy? And how much of a mockery of the Premier League has he made it?
He made it look like a farmer's league.
Like, man's made Harry Kane look like any guy.
Yeah.
The guy touches the ball like 20 times, what scores?
That's insane.
2, 3, 4 goals. Man.
Harry Kane has scored, I swear, it's like 9 goals in 11 games, and no one's even chatting about him.
Talking about it.
Bro, it's a madness.
Yeah, he's been unreal, man. The guy's got everything.
Have you seen that video where he's walking through Manchester and someone's like at the car, he's a United fan at the car saying, yo, Erling, you're on the wrong side of Manchester. He's like, yo, they love me here. He's just no bodyguard, nothing. Man just looks like a tank, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like, he's just walking through Manchester cash.
Bro, you wouldn't mess with him, bro.
Bro, no one's messing with that guy.
He'll eat you up, man. He'll eat you up.
If that guy's walking towards me, I'm moving out the way, bro. Like, I'm 6'1" or whatever, I am moving out the way, bro. It will tear me down. Yeah, look, and even I'm not gonna lie, De Bruyne's having a mad season as well.
But he's always like that, De Bruyne, man.
Yeah, but is he like? All right, look, he's a sick player. He's a sick player. No, he's a sick player. Yeah. But one thing, remember when he won Player of the Season? He played 24 Premier League games that season. He missed 14 Premier League games, and he won Player of the Year. In my opinion, De Bruyne is only sick in patches. That's my problem with him. Unbelievable player.
Some long ass patches, bro. Long patches.
All right.
8 games, 9 games in a row. You'll be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. He does a madness, and obviously
the system obviously suits him, but
of course, and with Haaland in front of him, possibly one of the best Premier League centre midfielders ever.
Yeah, I think he's
has
up there.
to be up there.
Yeah, he's up there definitely.
Pains me to say it, man. Could have been Bruno. Could have been. I'm joking.
But yeah, with City, obviously they sold Jesus, Zinchenko,
So Sterling as well.
So
Big question marks were coming around at City after that.
So they sold quite a lot of players, but they then rebuilt the team. And now they play in a different way. They focus more on Haaland, and he's the main man, and they're reaping the rewards.
It's mad how easy it's been.
They'll be better.
You know what? One thing I think, I think Pep still gets disrespected, man. Like, I hate Pep and Klopp, but I can still appreciate
Yeah.
their levels of greatness. Like Pep
Yeah,
is doing
he's-
absolute madness,
yeah,
bro.
he's
And,
a
like he's
madman,
changed
yeah.
football everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
that's-
people in
that's
Sunday
the right
League
part.
now
Yeah.
are playing out from the back,
Yeah.
trying to play like a 4-4, playing inverted fullbacks and shit,
Yeah.
just to play like Pep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think the only
That influence is untouched.
The only thing I'd criticise with Pep is in the big games when it really matters, he overcomplicates it. I think
That's true. Yeah, does something brave.
Yeah,
just to try and prove a point or something.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and then it just backfires.
Yeah.
That's the only weak link I think. Like whereas Mourinho, he's more
Big
smart
game
with that.
manager.
Like,
Yeah.
If he gets there, he's winning
More
it.
astute.
Yeah.
That's why I put him above Pep last time. Innit? But it's a different thing. Innit?
Yeah, it's a weird one, that one. Yeah. It's a weird one. It's hard. All right. And also, I was going to say about Pep. What was I going to say? The question mark around Pep also is that he's never won Champions League without Messi.
Some say he never will.
We have to wait and see. Like,
We'll have to see.
if not this season, then when?
When, yeah.
Torre cursed him.
Yeah. Got that. You got the real guy, man. Got the proper witch doctor.
Shout out Yo-Yo, man.
Uncle
Shout out
Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo. Shout out Yo-Yo. All right, let's move it away from City. We're coming to you, man's team now.
Top of the league.
Top of the league by
Top of the
4
league.
points. Lost one game only to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Scored 24 goals, the most in the Premier League this season.
Take it away, Dom.
Oh shit, you ain't even scored the most in the good.
City,
City have scored. Sorry,
Bro.
City have scored 9 more goals than you, but obviously
But that's
City.
Haaland, fam.
yeah.
Haaland's probably scored half of them, man.
You've got the second best defensive record in the Premier League this season so far.
After who? Newcastle, bro. I'm telling you, Newcastle were top 6 for sure.
After City and Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Isaac's injured.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame. It's a shame. But I heard that he was injury prone, you know.
Isaac.
Yeah. Like he's but I mean in La Liga it's not the same intensity as it is.
All right, boys, take it away on Arsenal. What you got to say? What? Why? How? Did you see this coming?
Not first, no.
No, not like that. No. I'll
I
be
knew
honest.
I knew the fixtures were kind to us, and we had good fixtures at the start.
I think we've gone
help
past
us.
that now.
But now it's like the way they play and the way they beat and dominating teams, even in the big games, we're starting to turn up.
Yeah.
We've got more presence. We've
Yeah.
got more bite in us as well. Not just playing the good stuff. We're a bit more solid as well.
Which is
Defensively.
exactly what I was crying for, like at the beginning of the season.
I don't know. Like, our squad looks complete. Like if we keep this 11 fit,
Yeah.
even if we have Xhaka and Partey in the middle, we'll beat any team. I'm convinced about that.
yeah.
now.
Serious.
Dodgy though.
Yes, very.
I forget Gabriel. Like, he'll do his mistakes, but if we have Partey and
It's because
Xhaka,
of the
we'll
left,
be alright.
left centre.
What's
back.
been your best performance this season? Liverpool game,
Not even.
Spurs game.
I did enjoy that Spurs game.
Do you know what? I would say the Brentford game we beat them away like 3-0. That's just
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a sign.
Unbelievable
That's just a
result.
sign of how far we've come. Because that's the game we typically
Unbelievable
lose.
result, yeah.
Palace at home first game
Yeah.
when we beat them.
Yeah. Set the tone for the season.
Yeah, like games like that. That's like 100% we've lost. But now
I'm not gonna
It's
lie,
like we've
that
turned it
Brentford
around.
result was unbelievable because I don't think all the top 6 teams that have played them so far at Brentford Stadium haven't beat them.
Yeah.
We lost to them. Chelsea drew to them. I think it was someone else. Spurs, I think, drew to them as well. Can't remember. Your upcoming fixtures, you've got Nottingham Forest. You've got Southampton. Obviously, this weekend we don't know what the results of that is yet. Ben White, you man, put some respect on his name.
100%, bro. He's
I
quality.
always-
He's been good though, man.
Shoehorning him into my team with that weird fucking formation.
Exactly, yeah.
I knew he
People
was class.
slept on Ben White.
Yeah, they really did.
I did as well. I'm not gonna lie.
You thought he was another Rob Holding, didn't it?
Nah, not hold him. Not hold him. Not hold him.
Maguire in the England team over Ben White.
Bro,
No, Southgate's a different kind of problem.
It's favouritism, isn't it?
Yeah, Southgate's a different kind of problem. But Ben White, I'm not gonna lie, I criticised him a lot last season, especially, and I think outside of that, I think the fact that he came from Brighton for £50 million, it's easy to banter Arsenal and just say he's shit in it. But really, at right back, he's been top quality.
Even if he plays centre back, he would have been sick. He's just a really good player.
Don't you think it's weird how he can't get in centre back now, though?
Well, that's because of the partnership
Yeah.
he's settled, isn't it?
Politics, because if Ben White was at Man United,
He'd be in the England
Yeah,
squad.
yeah, yeah.
BBC Sport would be gassing
Yeah,
him up.
always. No, it's true.
It's true, it's true.
Centre back,
Yeah.
they'd be gassing him up. But because you know when certain players play for Arsenal, like they don't get taken seriously, like in terms of like.
It's because of like the banner era. You're still kind of like trying to get out of that, innit? And because you finished 8th, 5th it's easy to kind of, as an outside of Arsenal fan, outside of Arsenal fans, it's easy to kind of fall back to the default and start taking the piss out of Arsenal, innit?
Fair enough.
And just
I
because
think
like the
that's a
way
fair
Wenger's
assessment.
career ended, it's just like easy. And like then you had Emery or whatever. It's easy for us to take the piss out of Arsenal. And now obviously everyone's eating their words. Like Ben White's proving everyone wrong. Tommy Asu's proving everyone wrong. Arteta's proving everyone wrong.
There's probably no other centre backs in the league apart from Tommy Asu.
Whoa. This is about to be a wild statement, bro. Tommy Asu hadn't even been playing centre back.
Yeah, but
Exactly. That can go from centre back and then be as good at centre back at right back.
And left back.
and
and
left
left
back.
back.
Yeah.
He plays centre back for
So-
Japan, you know.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's mad.
So I think it's actually Ben White's not even getting the credit he deserves. He's a centre back that's playing right back. He's playing even better at right back
Then
he
he's
was at centre
using.
back.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the same with Tommy Asu.
Yeah. This is true.
Look, Tommy Asu does get disrespected a lot. I think it's just like because he's Asian. He's got
Yeah.
he's got alliteration
He doesn't- yeah.
name Tommy Tommy Asu.
Yeah.
He's like Park Ji Sung, like in terms of work ethic and
Yeah.
effort
I hear
and
that.
like,
And still capable on the ball.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So did Park, bro.
Japanese players always have had tech, man. Always.
All right, Arsenal fans, who's been your best player so far this season?
Oh, good question.
I want one name. I know it's hard. It's hard to pick.
Xhaka.
Interesting. Madness. Turned it around. He turned his Arsenal career around completely, man. Fair play to him, man.
I said Xhaka or Saliba, either one of the two.
I was gonna say Saliba because I said at the beginning of the season he was gonna be.
Bro, Dom, visionary. I remember that.
I said
Visionary. I laughed at Dom for that, you know.
But Saliba.
Oh, yeah, I laughed as well.
Yeah, I was sitting right there over there. Yeah.
Everyone
was like, football manager, say nothing.
Yeah.
But
Jagdeep
no,
was like, oh, everyone's seen him in France. I don't know how he's going to transfer that
I
to
was
Premier
like, he'll be
League.
fine, man. I knew he was
Oh,
gonna be
shout
fine.
out Dom, you know.
Nah,
Dom's our European correspondent. Watches all European football more than the Premier League. Yeah.
man.
Also, Saliba's contract is running out next year, I believe. Next summer.
I
Not
think
this summer,
so,
the
yeah.
summer after.
I think so, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Saliba,
One to
Saka,
watch out for,
Martinelli,
innit?
hopefully
Boy,
to
boy,
follow.
I'm
just
sure the
bring
big
out
clubs are looking at him
Just
now.
bring out the contracts
I
and you get
reckon
them signed,
Arteta
man.
didn't know. Like, Arteta didn't know how good he was.
I don't think so either.
I think he kind of like.
You're like, go on,
was
have a go.
surprised
Yeah,
to see,
yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
because would that year have made that much difference?
I don't think so.
Nah, he should have played last season,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He should have played.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to humble him. And you could say it's worked. Because look how he's performing
Yeah,
now.
maybe he just wanted to like prove a point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the boss.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Ten Hag's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
If the players
It might have worked
Yeah,
though, because
yeah,
we,
but
we
he-
don't know if he come in last season and you finished fifth last season and you weren't playing as good as you are now. We don't know if you come in last season, you might have or made a mistake or something and a head drop and he doesn't perform to his potential like he's now. You don't know, innit? You never know. So in theory, you could say Arteta made the right decision because he's proven right now.
Yeah.
Like, he probably has his reasons. To be fair, like we don't know. Innit?
Yeah,
There's
of
probably
course,
like
yeah.
a lot we don't know about.
Of course. All right, so that's our catch up on the current top 6 race. I'm going to put it to my guests here now. Obviously, we've seen a quarter of the season. You've heard our previous predictions. If you could predict it now, the top 6 for the end of the season, who are we going for 6th?
6.
Mm.
Ooh.
Are you still saying United? You guys said you two
I
said
wouldn't-
United before.
The thing is,
Do you know what?
It's so tough, isn't
That's
it?
tough, man.
it's
It's
a
so
difficult
tough.
That's
one.
tough.
Yeah.
Maybe Liverpool, you know.
No, I think Liverpool will
Think-
improve,
you
man.
think-
I
you
think.
they'll improve.
I think
Yeah,
they'll
I
improve
think
as
they'll
well.
improve.
I think they'll improve as well.
Um,
It's so tough, isn't it?
it's hard, man. I don't want to say because I think United have a chance, like competing for top 4. I think they're showing good progress, but I'm gonna go with United 6th.
All right, if you want my opinion, you know what? I think I'm gonna go Chelsea. You know,
I see why, but
Aubameyang's goals.
we'll dry. They will dry. They will dry.
I believe in Potter though. That's the only thing. I do believe in Potter. All right, so I'm gonna go 6th Chelsea. Just literally, I'm kind of
It's a
forcing it.
difficult
Like.
one, yeah.
It's so hard. I'm forcing
Yeah,
it.
it's a
Like.
difficult one. It's
Dom?
a difficult one. I'll go with Man U.
Man U,
simply
yeah?
because I don't know where else I can put them, man. Honestly,
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
hear
not
you.
like a bad 6th.
It's
Like
not
you'll
a
be
bad 6th,
competing
yeah,
for
yeah,
top
yeah,
4.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think
you're
we're-
just
all
like,
of these
yeah.
6 are competing, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe not City. The rest of us
It's
5.
not like you're 6th when you're like 10 points behind
Yeah.
4th or 5th, innit? It's like it'll be very tight.
It's so tight, yeah. All right, so you've gone for United 6th. I'm going to take it to your 5th choice.
Spurs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I think they'll drop off second half of the season. I'm a bit concerned for them. I don't really care, but I think yeah, I think fifth.
You know what? I think Spurs fifth as well. You know.
They can't take any further than they are now. They're gonna get tired as well. But towards the end, they don't really have the squad depth that they say they do.
Yeah.
Or their fans do anyway.
And the style of football they play, I don't think sustainable enough to challenge for the top 4.
Them man aren't drilled like Atletico.
Nah. Real talk. Tunjay, who do you think is going to be fourth?
Fourth.
You've chosen United 6th. You've chosen Tottenham for 5th.
It's between Chelsea and Liverpool, so I'm going to go with. I'll probably say Chelsea 4th.
So I'm going to say am I going to say United 4th or Liverpool 4th? I think I'm going to say United 4th, man. I'm going to say United 4th. I don't think we're quite ready yet to be breaking into that top 3. And also, I don't want to get too gassed over this win over Spurs. Because I think it will be very reactionary for me to be gassed over that win over Spurs. Because I've seen us play against Everton. I've seen us play against Newcastle. I've seen us play in the Europa League. And we're not quite hitting the levels yet. This is like you said, we're on a similar trajectory to Arsenal, like a year or two back. So I'm not quite convinced. I'm not even 100% sure we finish top 4, to be honest. Like, I think we'll be fighting for that 4th, 5th spot. But I'm going to give United 4th right now. Dom, 4th position. You said United 6th. You then said Chelsea 5th. You were saying Liverpool for 4th. You said Liverpool 4th as well, right? Did you? Oh, you said
Chelsea 4th.
You said Chelsea 4th. So I'm guessing you're going to say Liverpool 3rd.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Liverpool 3rd as well. You're going to say Chelsea 3rd.
Like they're gonna.
I hear that. I hear that still. I hear that.
I don't know why. They're fluky. They're gonna get that. They're gonna get that 5-game run somewhere.
They'll probably win the Champions League as well.
Yeah, something like that, man. I know. I swear. I don't know how they do it.
In a way, I'd be happy for Potter.
Yeah, I'd be happy for Potter.
Which is mad.
I'd be so
as much, I don't care about Chelsea, but I kind of be happy for Potter.
Yeah, man. His journey's
it's mad,
isn't it?
Apparently, he was only managing Leeds University 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
Grind.
Leeds University. Dre, I swear. Oh, you went Manny, innit? Leeds University football team 10 years ago. Imagine what you went uni 10 years ago. 10 years ago, he was coached by Graham Potter. That's a madness.
And you're always like, I don't rate this guy.
Imagine he's bare defensive in that back then. No, shout out Potter, man. So, all right, I'm going to say my second choice first, and I can't believe I'm saying it. I think Arsenal, look, I can't deny the run they're on, and although I don't think they're going to sustain like that top position, and there's going to be inevitably a bad run of games, I think the mentality change, I think they're capable, I don't know, man. All right, I'm going to give Arsenal second in it. Because I think the other teams are underperforming, still kind of like trying to find their way. I don't see Liverpool bridging the gap enough to get second. Otherwise, I would have picked Liverpool. I don't think United are coming second. So I'm going to say Arsenal second. I'm going to take it to Tunjay. Who do you think is coming second? Or both of you at the same time? Let's get both of you at the same time. 3, 2, wait, who's coming second? 3, 2, 1.
Arsenal.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Respectable.
We can hope. We can hope.
I mean, look, if he told me we finished second start of the season, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah,
like,
You'd be over the moon. You'd be over the moon.
Second place competing for the Prem.
Yeah.
As long as we push them as long as possible,
Yeah,
anything can happen.
Exactly. We'll
100%.
just try and win. Just keep pushing. Just continue and
every team that has won their first 9 games out of 10 in the Premier League history have won the league.
Yeah.
Except Arsenal, who have done it 3 times where they haven't won the league.
That's fucking nuts.
Haven't won the league.
Nuts.
They've done it 3 times before and they haven't won the league. The only team.
I bet it was the season where we had Eduardo.
Ooh,
It was one of those seasons.
Eduardo season.
It was actually one of those seasons.
The other season when Giroud went on a 4-month goal drought.
I'm not sure.
I will never forgive him for that, And I rated him as a striker.
I think the other season might have been when it was Leicester that won the league. I think that was the other season when you did it. And there was another one in, I think, 98, 99 or something like that when United won the league. But yeah, look, we all think Arsenal are going to come second. Dre, quickly. Arsenal first or second?
Oh, second.
Yeah.
But you don't know because,
you never know, yeah.
Mbappe could come in Jan.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening,
He's
bro.
coming out of PSG. He's leaving.
I don't see Mbappe coming to
United in
Arsenal,
Jan,
bro.
man. They want
No, I
Mbappe.
hope not, man.
Nah.
I hope not. No, why not? You know why? I've had
Sancho and Mbappe, nah. You know what? That?
Mentioning Sancho again.
No, I've had enough of these like dressing room problems. If man's not happy at PSG, where are you gonna be happy?
You know
bro?
what? Sancho, Mbappe, and Rashford would be madness.
Real talk, bro. Mbappe's on the board, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not happy at PSG, you're not happy nowhere, bro.
Yeah, you got a point.
And like,
You're
before
playing with Messi and Neymar, bro.
You know, I've
How
rated.
can they do that?
Yeah, it's mad. It's fucked. It's fucked. I actually rated Mbappe. Obviously, I don't know his personal life or whatever. I rated him 1 until I was gonna get cancelled about it. I was about to get cancelled.
you can't
I'm not
get
gonna say that one. I was about to get cancelled. All right. 2, because I saw him, you know, when he was having his drop after Neymar didn't pass him and he turned backwards. Have you seen that? Bro, that's mad, bro. If that guy's on my team, I'm screaming at him. You can't accept that. Have you seen that video?
I'd swing for him. I wouldn't scream. I'd swing
I
for
hear
him.
for you, man. I hear that still. You can't do that, bro. Just because. What?
Can't call out the best player on the team.
Yeah. Like, I think it was Neymar running through and he's just turned back just because Neymar hasn't passed him. You can't do that, bro. During the game. Are you mad?
The phase of play was still going, isn't
No
it?
one is going to say anything to Mbappe.
Yeah, no one will say to. No.
You can't be
I feel like Neymar and Messi have, though. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Based on rumours, it sounds like they've had beef. Like.
I think like Neymar and Messi are like
Boys,
who is
innit?
this
They're
guy?
boys, yeah.
Like who is this guy? Like,
And they have the right to say
Yeah,
that.
of course,
They have
of
the
course,
right
of
to say
course,
that.
of
I've
Yeah.
got one final question for everyone.
Yeah.
Would Mbappe get into the Arsenal team right now?
1,000,000%, bro.
Genuinely.
Yeah, he
A
would,
million
yeah.
percent, bro. Over Martinelli, easy.
Over Martinelli.
Over
Over
Jesus.
Martinelli on his
Over
side.
Martinelli easily, bro.
Arsenal winning because of Martinelli's work and everyone.
Bro, Mbappe is one of the best players in the world right
yeah,
now.
there's no doubt about that. But I get what he's saying. I don't think he would necessarily.
Bro.
Is Arteta dropping?
1,000,000%
Nah, he'll
Mbappe gets
play,
into
he'll
the
start,
Arsenal
he'll
team right
start,
now.
he'll
1,000,000%,
start,
bro.
he'll start.
So you're saying,
The kid won the World Cup at 19.
I know, but are you saying Arteta's dropping Martinelli?
He has to,
Yeah,
bro.
he'll have to, yeah.
You have to, bro.
I know it's harsh, but he'll have to.
No, I get you. I
Look,
get what you're saying.
Mbappe gets into any
doesn't have
team.
to work, right?
Mbappe gets into any team in the world right now. Starts. Even Madrid, ahead of Vinicius Junior. Ahead of... No, not ahead of Benzema. Not ahead of
Ooh, I
Benzema.
don't know
Ahead of
about-
Vinicius Junior. He starts right now, bro. And I think Vinny's sick.
Vinny is class.
Would Arteta bench? Saka
He has to,
for
bro.
Mbappe?
It's different
I
sides.
don't
innit,
know,
so.
man.
They're different sides, though. Saka plays on right, Mbappe is left or striker. Innit?
Would he bench Jesus for?
1,000,000%. 1,000,000% he benches Jesus. Jesus can't even get Brazil team.
Yeah, but you should.
Yeah, he will.
Like,
though.
he's sick. He should be.
yeah,
He should
will,
be.
he will.
I'm not saying he's not good, but he should be in there. I don't know
He
why
should
he's
be.
not in there. He should be in there, but still, Mbappe starts ahead of Jesus right now, definitely. Like, there's no denying that. Like, you're forgetting. Do you remember me and you spoke about this years ago, yeah? When he scored for Monaco v Man City. I think it was 3-2. Falcao was it? Do you remember? Me and you spoke about that at the time. You was watching it. The kid has been doing bits for years. Like, his talent is undeniable. He's world-class talent.
But his attitude's off.
Yeah, but he still starts, bro. Like, if he's in your team, he starts, innit? Guaranteed.
Yeah, you managed to find a place for him. Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Switch it. Yeah.
100%. You have to fit him in the team. All right. So first position, we've obviously all gone for City.
Yep.
Another boring City title win. I'm getting sick of them, bro. I thought in my lifetime I would never ever see this happen, and
It's alright, man. Pep's gonna leave like the next season or two.
I
then
cannot.
yeah,
He's
they won't.
already overstayed his welcome, bro. Like, you need to get
Do you know
out
what
of
I
this
mean?
Premier League. I'm sick of you, Pep.
But you know what's nuts? When he leaves, they're gonna be doing the same shit.
They will.
You think?
Money.
I don't
Yeah,
think
they got
so,
the
man.
money.
I
They got
think.
the money.
I don't
They
think
put
so.
the DNA into the team.
No, I think they'll dip. They'll have a dip for like 2-3 seasons.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
They'll come up.
Like,
Yeah.
Pep's influence is so high. I think you can't.
Who would they
sustain
get
it.
though to replace Pep?
They'll find some Spaniard, bro. I'm telling you. Tiki Taka. They'll find someone. They'll find
Xavi? If he
Nah,
does well
if
at
he does
Barca,
well
if he
at
does well at
Barca,
Barca,
if he does well at Barca.
Zidane maybe.
Graham Potter.
Nah.
For Zidane,
Graham Potter, yeah,
We'll be on the
probably.
carousel again by that time. innit?
Zidane for the Champions League. If they don't win Champions League with Pep,
No, I don't know. I don't think
I don't
Zidane
think
wants to go
Zidane
Premier League,
would-
man.
would,
maybe.
I think he wants to go back to Real Madrid. I think it's just
waiting.
they're waiting on Angelotti, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a shot actually. So that's our thoughts on the top 6 race. You've heard what we had to say. Get in the comments and let us know what you think. Give us what you think the top 6 is going to be at the end of the season. We're a quarter way of the season so far. I'm just gassed to be watching Premier League again. The summer was dead. International break was dead. We've got the World Cup to look forward to soon. Quick thank you to my guests. Shout out Dre in the background. Might be on the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll ask him about that later. Hopefully you caught what he said on the mics in the background. Shout out Tunjay to my left. Anything to say, Tunjay?
No, thank you. Good chat.
Yeah, good top 6 chat. I'm sure you man loved it.
Yeah, it was
Shout out Dom to my right.
It was great. It was a good chat. Definitely, man.
Listen, I tried to humble the Arsenal fans. I couldn't manage.
Not today.
We're all saying they're going to finish second at least, which is a very good achievement. Hopefully United get the top 4. That's all I really care about. That's all I really did the video for. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, get in the comments and let us know what you thought. If we're biased, if we're delusional, let us know. You lot don't comment enough, to be honest. Like, some of you lot are just watching the video. Like,
They're
get in the
commenting
comments.
on TikTok, man.
Fans, if Mbappe's coming in Jan.
Dre wants to know if Mbappe's coming to Arsenal in January. You lot rinse him out in the comments for that. This is a Between the Lines podcast. Stay tuned for the next video. See you in the next one. Peace out. Safe.
Between the lines.